Can I speak to Melissa?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Still sleeping?
No, I woke up at 7:30.
Oh, okay. So you ready? All right. Well, we're here with Melissa Colon, and she is a Puerto Rican designer, entrepreneur, and she has big plans over the next year. I'm going to just ask her some questions and see how everything's going and how she started in her business. So, Melissa, how many siblings do you have?
I'm sorry, how many?
Siblings.
Oh, I have 4 siblings.
Okay, and are you the youngest, oldest, in the middle?
I'm the middle child.
Okay, so you got some older sisters or brothers that you follow after?
Yes.
Okay. Now, where were you born at?
I was born in Puerto Rico.
Okay. So were you there for a long time, or did you actually grow up over here?
No, I grew up here in Florida.
Okay. Florida. I love Florida. Everything except the rain.
Mm-hmm.
But so and when I say over here, Puerto Rico, most people forget that it is part of the United States. So what do you have you been in contact with people over there since they had a hurricane?
I have. I still have a few family left over there.
Okay. So do you ever get to go back?
Vacationing?
Yeah.
Yes, living wise, I really love it here. So.
Oh, Florida, yeah, you can't really beat that. Were you guys affected by that hurricane? Did the storm come through there?
My family was.
So I'm talking about
Yes.
the one that just happened, like in North Carolina. I mean,
what do you mean?
There was a hurricane in North Carolina.
Yes.
I'm just asking about Florida. Did it?
Oh, no, we were not affected at all.
Okay, well that's good. All right, so how did you get? First of all, tell people exactly what it is that you do as far as an entrepreneur.
Well, what we do is we design. Me and my cousin, we got together, and he's a painter, and we decided to make a company, which he paints and I design the painting on clothing. Whether it's just, putting the painting on the t-shirts, or just designing the shoes, or designing dresses, all bad things.
So you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you guys actually been in business?
We have been in business for, I want to say a little over 6 months, but the whole planning of everything and just doing all the paperwork, it took a while. It took about 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so how long prior to that had you been thinking about going in business? Is it something you wanted to do all your life, or did it just come about recently?
No, I've always been doing business. I love doing different things. I just love doing different things, trying different things out. I've always loved being my own boss. So that's where it all came from. But yes, it's not the first time that I've done things for business before.
All right. Well, for some people, that could be a pretty intimidating market, so, but you sound like you're not intimidated at all.
No, why would you? I mean, it's either a yes or a no. I mean, You could either make it or your idea may fail, but doesn't mean that you have to stop there. You have to dream big. You have to dream big, and you have to start acting and doing as things are going to go great for you. Whether it makes it or not, I mean, that's just it. You just got to do it.
And you're right. It's really just a mindset. Once you set your mind to do it, just like anything else. I mean, you're either gonna go in business for yourself, or you're gonna work and help somebody else build their business. So, how do you guys currently sell? Your retail store, or is it e-commerce?
No, right now we have we have online stores. We are in Shopify and we are in Amazon.
Okay.
I mean, you can also buy from us straight from Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Now,
so yes, I mean our idea is to, within a year or two, be able to have our own retail store out. But I mean, this is how we are starting off. We're just doing online right now, online sales.
Well, a lot of businesses are turning to online because that's where the people are anyways. Now, when you say, well, you told me the locations that you are, but let the people know, exactly where you are so they can order some of your products and see what you have. How to find you.
We're on Shopify. We are on Eliel Perez Collection. And on Amazon, also the same thing.
You want to spell it?
Eliel. Eliel. Perez. It's Perez. And then Colon, COLON Collection. And that's how you find us, either both on Facebook, Amazon, or Shopify.
Okay, so even the Facebook is the same thing?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. All right. And so what would you say has been the most difficult thing in owning your own business?
I would say it's just perseverance.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a lot of self-motivation and perseverance.
Right.
Because for them to get to know your product, you have to give people time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't things don't go well, let's say, in 2 months or in 3 months, or sales are not the way you wanted them to be. You have to understand that you have to persevere. Like any business, any big business, I mean, there's so many. Like Nike, I mean, they sold shoes from the back of their car, from their trunk for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, starting off from a garage in his house selling books. I mean, I think it's perseverance, and actually, and the key. I think it's believing in what you're doing and believing in the product that you're selling. You have to truly believe in what you're selling for that to keep you motivated and keep you just to persevere.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Some mornings I wake up and I have to motivate myself because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody's going to build your dream if you can't first, like you said, believe in what you're doing and your product. How can you get someone else to believe in it? So there's, a couple months back we spoke and I seen your products and I loved it. I really think it was going to go far. What are those plans to be in different locations?
As a retail store?
Mm-hmm. Like, where were those locations you were planning on going eventually?
Well, the locations that me and my cousin we spoke about, it's New York, Miami, Los Angeles. Because it's fashion,
Mm-hmm.
we would love to work on Fashion Week.
Right.
So but yeah, the main locations will probably be, like I said, here in the United States, Miami, New York, and Los Angeles, and then
Mm-hmm.
we would love to expand worldwide, Milan, the UK. Um,
Right.
it's just a vast business. You just got to know where. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just something that you just put anywhere.
Yeah, and I just want you to say that because that shows me that you put some planning into this with those thoughts of those locations. Um, that means you're ready to compete with the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite designer?
Oh well, I mean, I really love Philippe Luan doing suits.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's amazing. Um, God, there's just so many.
Yeah, I know.
There's just so many great ones. Carolina Herrera,
Yeah.
and I really love Oscar de la Renta. His clothing line, it's amazing. His perfumes are amazing, but his clothing line, it's also top notch.
Yeah, yeah. And have you had the pleasure of actually being able to speak with anyone of maybe your favorite designer, or just getting some tips from somebody?
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just I do my own research,
Right.
but I'm not saying that I'm not gonna get there either. Like I believe that we're going to get there, and we'll be up there with with all these people.
Yeah.
But as for now, it's I think a different product. I think our what we do it's different, and I love that.
Right. I believe it is, because when I seen it, I just that's something that I've seen a lot of clothing lines, but I never came across that. Um, like you say, yeah, you'll be right up there with them. Actually, they say idols become rivals. so so I just wanted to have you on because I believe you are you're at the forefront of fashion, and as you keep moving forward, um, I think that people are going to catch on. Like you said, it sometimes it takes a little while. They have to have build some trust in what you're doing, making sure you're not flaky. And once you get that, you get that niche market that you're looking for. Um, the rest is pretty much history. So, how much time would you say a week you spend in your business?
No, um, right now it's I would have to say a good constant 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little more sometimes, but I try. I've told you, I do like to have a day off because of my children, but
Right.
it's really about 6 days a week. I mean, when we have when we have sales and things like this, I have to work a little extra.
Right.
Because I have to reply emails and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of customer service, a lot of customer service. But yeah, I would say a little more than 6 days. But I always try to at least Sundays off.
Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your day off.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna
Well,
do?
this is not really working. So I mean, it is, but it's not. It's more like it's an interview, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like hands-on work. No.
Well, hopefully we can expand your fan base as well. So maybe that'll slow down you working. Maybe you can eventually get to 5 days. I think most people think that being in business for yourself is like no work. But in all actuality, in the beginning, it's more work than just going to a regular job. Now, what would you say that you put the most work into? Is it the customer service side? Is that the
customer service, and having them to trust your product and having them to learn about your product. I mean, in the beginning, you don't get much sales,
right?
But they have to kind of adapt to it. I mean, because our business, in a way, it because it's so different. It's not just selling a T-shirt. It's not just selling shoes. It's like you're having artwork on your clothing. You having so many things. I mean, people kind of have to get used to the idea, see it, and you have to showcase it a lot more than actually selling at the beginning. Just so people can say, "Oh, that looks really cool," And then they come back a few weeks later and they're like, "Oh yeah, like I want to get something from there." And then just kind of keeping their trust, and just them seeing your product and being able to show it to people. Like when we started our fan base, we had to start following people and we had to start tagging people. Right now, we are up to a point where we don't have to be doing that anymore, because they're asking for friend requests themselves. Right. They're asking for follows, So it's but at the beginning, yes, like the beginning months, it was hard, but a lot of customer service.
Yeah, when you start off and you got to follow all these people and it's going in reverse, and then it just turns around. It kind of feels good when you don't have to do that anymore, but you can see the work you put in, it paid off. So
when you start seeing people, they start following you, liking your product, and they start tagging other people and everything. It's just like, okay, because I mean, it is a lot of work. Yeah. To start getting followers and to start getting your product out there. But when people start doing it themselves, it kind of takes, at least one less thing to do. Yeah. At least one less thing to do.
So the social media, is that how you mainly advertise?
Yes. I mean, we also do one-on-one with a lot of people when they ask, on chat rooms and on chats. We do a lot of DMs also directly with people. So it's social media, paid advertising on Facebook, paid advertising on Instagram, emails. I mean, there's all types of marketing out there.
Yeah, it is. It's so much. It's overwhelming. Everybody has the best solution, but you just got to pick one that works for you and go with it. Because man, everybody will tell you they have the answer to Facebook ads or the answer to Instagram influencers, and it just you can't do them all. You just have to pick one. But it'll eventually get there. So, as far as your cousin, who does the modeling for you guys?
For the modeling for us, what we do is I'm also a photographer.
Yeah.
So I'm able to I'm able to do that part also.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of, at this point we're just kind of doing it all between us. We didn't want to get we didn't want to involve anyone else in our business.
Right.
I mean, we did have a lot of offers from people to just join our business, but we really wanted to keep it between us two. So we do everything.
Yeah.
Me and him, we do everything.
I mean, it's probably a little more work, but less headache. Believe me,
yes.
I had a lot of people, and it it was more of a headache to have more people than I had to scale back because of that reason. It's just they don't have the passion that you have. You're not going to find a bunch of people that have the same passion as you. Most people are just good with being average, and that's, you can only make them be what they are. You can't expect someone to do something that they don't have. So
exactly.
Anytime I find a entrepreneur like yourself, I really commend you, because I know how difficult it is to just stay the course while everybody else is, they have their opinions, and none of them have ever done the business before, but they can tell you exactly what you don't need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. But so you and your cousin, so do you guys meet up every day, or do you, how do you go about that process?
We pretty much, we talk frequently on the phone. We FaceTime frequently because he lives in Puerto Rico. I live out here. Right now he does have he's coming to Miami on October.
Okay.
Because he has his artwork is going to be showing. He's going to be showing off his artwork in Miami in a gallery out there.
Okay.
So yeah, so whenever he gets to come out here, we do get to get together. Yeah, he has an exposition right now, which is pretty cool on October.
That's nice. So that's another part of it. So you guys got, are branching out. It's kind of cross marketing, because you sell the art over here, but then people want the merchandise because you got the art.
And a lot of people cannot buy the art. I mean, it is expensive to have the art, but at least I'm able to take that from my cousin, take his art, and be able to just sell it into different products.
Right.
And people are still able to keep the art. We also have a mug collection, like a coffee mug collection. So in those coffee mug collections, what we do is all his paintings are placed on those mugs. So a lot of people collect them, which is really cool. Because they're not able to get the artwork, at least they're able to get something from the artwork. Right.
And you said all of his arts on each one of the mugs?
All the art that he comes out with,
yes,
we place them on collections, just as he does when he puts them in a museum, or when he puts them into when he goes to museums. What we do is, if there's a collection with like 5, 6, 7, 8 paintings, that's the same thing we do, but we do it on coffee mugs.
Okay.
And then people are able to collect them. They buy them. They're like, oh, okay. They sometimes will get emails. They're like, oh, I have my first coffee mug collection. And they're like, oh, when is the other one coming out? So it's really cool to be able to have that and to give people the opportunity to have his art, even when they can't just buy the art itself.
Right. It'll be nice once you guys go, you move to like Milan, and then you get the coffee mug that says Milan on it with the art on it.
Yeah, that will be amazing. That's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be amazing, definitely.
Yeah, I can't wait. So, I really appreciate you getting up this early in the morning to speak with me. That's about all the time we have, but I want to give you a few things after. I'm going to call you when we finish this interview. So, do you have a website? Like, is your website? It doesn't have like a .com. You got a domain that people can go to, or is it just what you said?
No, just what I said. Eliel Perez Cologne Collection. Mm-hmm. You can either find us on Facebook with the same name. You can find us on also on Instagram. Actually, I forgot to tell you. Mm-hmm. You can buy directly from Instagram. The same thing with Shopify, and the same thing with Amazon. Eliel Perez Cologne Collection.
Okay,
just check it out.
I love that. Different. I love that name. You don't have people call you directly?
If it's bulk orders, we do. Okay. We have a customer from Colombia that she wanted bulk orders. So when it's bulk orders, what we do is we take those personally. We don't send them anywhere.
Right.
We take those personally because it has to work with checks, with commercial checks.
Right.
So I take those personally, or my cousin takes those personally. But besides that, everything else, it's e-commerce.
Okay. All right. That's funny that you say at Colombia, because I'm actually in the process of making my Colombian shirt right now. I already done Puerto Rico, and now I was moving on to actually Colombia. So once again, thank you, Melissa, for coming on, and hopefully we can help expand your fan base. I love talking to you. I like getting more knowledge from people who've been in the industry for a minute, and just seeing how their processes work. So you have any last words that you'd like to say before you get off?
No, just check us out. And if you guys have a dream of becoming an entrepreneur or just starting something, you never know where the idea will go. So just try it. It might not work, but just do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. Just get it done and see where it takes you. Never stop dreaming. All
right. Well, thank you. And I'll talk to you in a minute here. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you.
But it seems everywhere I go, I gotta deal with another shit.
All right. That was Melissa Cologne from Puerto Rico, but she's in Miami with her business. And once again, she's making boss moves, has an awesome collection using her cousin from Puerto Rico, his art. And that concludes another episode of Boss Moves 3223. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to Be Seen University, and hit the like if you like the show and you learn something possibly. Remember, we're going to be airing every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, but we also have plenty of more shows for you with Be Seen University and all the different things we're doing. I'm coming up with a branding course real soon here. A lot of free stuff, ebooks. So make sure you stay subscribed, hit that bell so you'll know when we're on. And thank you guys. This is Be Seen Worldwide. How else are you gonna be seen? And it seems like the hurting don't ever end. Sometimes you're broken in the hole.